An army of idiots is convinced that 2016 is the worst year ever because Trump won and some celebrities died.
David Bowie left us, George Michael left us, Carrie Fisher left us, Prince left us.
We elected Donald fucking Trump. 2016, worst year ever. 2016, worst year ever. Don't take Carrie Fisher away from us, please. Take Trump instead. So, with all these celebrity deaths and a Cheeto Puff becoming president, people are considering 2016 to be the worst year ever. I don't know if this is the worst year ever for celeb deaths, but it sure feels like it. Fuck you, 2016. Good riddance. It's official. 2016 has been the worst year ever and the highest year for celebrity deaths. 2017 better get here soon or I'm out. Hashtag 2016 sucks. 2017 is only a few days away. Thank God we can finally say goodbye to the worst year ever.
Right, so because some random actors and musicians that you never met, knew, or really cared about before they died, and because some political outcomes didn't go your way, that makes 2016 the worst year ever! Get a grip. The 1918 Spanish flu pandemic killed 50 to 100 million people. 5% of the world's population. Yeah, that probably affected more people than Carrie Fisher passing away. The Soviet famine of 32 to 33 killed so many millions of people we don't even know the actual number. But the alleged drug addict George Michael dies, and it's a global tragedy. Get some frigging perspective. On one day alone, in 1916, nearly 20,000 British soldiers were killed at the Battle of the Somme. On one day. That was an actual tragedy. Yes, it's sad for George Michael and Carrie Fisher's family that they died prematurely. But how does it affect you in any way? Most of the idiot millennials crying over this weren't even born when George Michael and Carrie Fisher were in their heyday. You've been manipulated by celebrity-obsessed culture to take it personally. The other reason is that we've allowed society and culture to become completely atomized. Celebrities of the 20th century were universally known and loved because being a celebrity was something that had to be earned. You might not believe this, but celebrities used to actually have talent to become famous. Now, fame is determined by who can be the most vulgar, who can sell out quickly enough to become the poster child for the next generation of nihilistic, mindless, cultural parasites. The result is that there are more celebrities than ever before, with less some talent than ever before. So you're not really mourning the deaths of Prince and George Michael. You're mourning the death of your culture. The death of authenticity. Will anyone mourn the deaths of these idiots in 50 years' time? But who's largely to blame for this 2016 is the worst year ever narrative? You guessed it, the cancerous polyp on the butt of humanity known as BuzzFeed.
24 tweets that perfectly sum up how shitty 2016 has been so far. It wasn't just you. Chipotle also had a terrible year. 2016 was quite a year. These are the gifts that got us through it. Guys, it's official. 2016 is actually the worst year.
No, BuzzFeed. Trump's election and Princess Leia dying doesn't compete with global catastrophes, genocide and plague. Maybe if you'd been living in Aleppo in the middle of a civil war for the past 12 months, you could justifiably claim that 2016 was the worst year ever. Sitting in your comfy air-conditioned home on your iPad, reading a BuzzFeed listicle while tutting about Donald Trump, I don't think so. Oh yeah, and I would argue that when it comes to ranking the absolute worst people of 2016, the Orlando nightclub mass murdering terrorist Omar Mateen is somewhat more worthy of that title than people who you disagree with on the internet. The fact is that too many people care more about celebrities than their own family members. How many of you were more upset over Prince and David Bowie dying than your own grandmother dying? We've been completely disconnected from the people in our immediate life, the ones who should matter most. We've been atomized.
No, dickhead. It's the worst year ever because Trump won.
Right, so 100 plus families in Nice and Berlin had their loved ones crushed to death by crazed jihadists driving trucks, and you're still whining about Trump. Your team didn't win an election. Get over it! You're still whining about your parents getting you the wrong coloured iPhone for Christmas. Show some gratitude. Your living standard is the highest in human history. You've never had it better. And what about all the good stuff that happened in 2016? We made massive strides in curing Alzheimer's and cancer. Global crime figures continue to come down. Child mortality rates continue to come down. Tiger numbers are recovering. Panda numbers are recovering. Compared to our ancestors, life in 2016 was pretty damn good. So stop trying to out-virtue signal each other on social media about how depressed you are over 2016. Stop whining about Donald Trump and dead celebrities. Start living your life with authenticity, reconnecting with the people around you, and making them the center of your universe.
Wow.